Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So this video, I'm going to tell you now, I'm not sure how well this is going to work out, but based off something which we did on the Making Mem series, I think it's something definitely worth showing you guys how profitable something can be and how it can make more money when you decide to sell your potions. So recently on the Making Mem series, and we've also done a slight mention of it during the antifire money making method, selling and checking the 4-dose potions can be a way for you to make even more money when making potions or deciding to sell potions as well. Not only that, they can be a really good investment and flip because sometimes people will want to pay more for a 4-dose potion rather than a 3-dose potion. Now the reason this normally happens is because combination potions require a 4-dose rather than a 3-dose, and people just out of habit will just buy the 4-dose potion, which normally means that prices go up because of that as well. Now one way this has been caught out lately is through antifire potions, and hopefully on my Grand Exchange I can still show you what I did yesterday. No, it's gone. So basically what happened yesterday was that for a super antifire potion, you could buy a 3-dose potion for 20,000 coins. And what you were able to sell the super antifire potion in a 4-dose for was 88,000 coins. So you were able to sell it for such a significant uplift. And especially if you're someone who wants to do this while slaying, this can be a really good way to invest in potions because potions have quite a strict buy limit. So what I'm going to go and do is show you guys a couple of examples for this. Now, they may work, they may not. I'm going to try and pick out the best ones possible and see if we can get something going. Show you guys how you can do this either to make some more money when you decide to sell your herbal or potions, or if you want to invest in 3-dose potions to flip into 4-dose. And the one which worked well yesterday, which we're going to try first, is the super antifire potion. So the 3-dose bought for around 20,000 coins. Now, as you can see, that is still the price. So just to help with the math side, the super antifire dose, we're going to value at 7,000 coins. So because we bought that at 20,000 coins, we're going to then sort of say that a 4-dose super antifire potion is going to be 28k. Now, when we go and check the price for a super antifire now, we can just go and check. Now, these have been a little bit volatile since they were making so much money yesterday, but we can always go and check the margin. There you go, these are now 29.9k, so they're just under 30,000 coins. They are coming down quite quick because, again, I've made a video on it and it's one of those where it's never going to be that high because it would be a niche. But this currently works off a price of being 27k buying a 3-dose. You can make just under 3,000 coins simply buying your full 1,000 limit, then go into the decanter in the Grand Exchange at war and then selling them from there as well. So just as an example, because the instant sell kind of works for this price as well, I'm going to buy 999 for the instant buy price. We're going to go and buy them and just take that out. Now the decanters are a little bit annoying because they won't take unnoted potions. So I'm going to have to note all of them. So that's why we've just done that. Now the decanters are in the Grand Exchange. They're in the Max Guild. They're also in War as well. All you need to do is right click and go to decant vials, and in turn to go to 4 doses. And then literally seconds later, this is sorted and you now have 750 full dose potions. Now if I go to the Grand Exchange really quickly, go to the sale history and then find the instant sell price. Now again, because the margin is quite small, the instant sell price really isn't an issue. But if there's a big gap, I would always advise you guys to hold the price and try and get as much profit as possible. But I'm going to sell that. They instant sold for the most part. Once they're all gone, we will then make some profit on top of that. Now, what I will do now is show you guys and just try and have a bit of a look, see if there's other methods. This is just to show you guys, first of all, with these super antifires, they're still working, admittedly just nowhere near as good, but also that's how easy it can be. All this is for you to sort of check around with your potions whenever you're buying something for Slayer or bossing or whatever. Just check the margins and you can either find something which could be pretty stable and make you some money. This also works with decanting into flasks as well, so maybe we can do a little bit of that at some point during this episode. So what I'll do now is just have a little bit of a look, see if there's going to be any potions which kind of work. The ones which are going to be the best ones though are going to be ones where you need these potions for a combination potion. So the combination potion, you need them in a 4-dose to be able to do it. And because of that, that's where people will just go and buy the 4-dose because it makes it nice and easier for them. So we're going to try summoning potion. So we've just got the buying prices for that. And then if we buy the 4-dose here, we can see that's 15,000 coins. And let's see if that's slightly above. So if we go here, we can see we have bought this potion for 10.3k for a 3-dose. That's going to put it roughly, quick maths, 3.4k. You would make some profit, but it would be a little bit tight on what you can do. If you slow bought it, however, at 8.7k, you're then roughly going to be about 3k per dose. You can then make what would be roughly about 4k profit, but that's actually been a pretty good example. Another good one actually, because I've just thought about it, is a prayer renewal and also a prayer potion, because you use those for holy overloads. Aggression potions would also be very good. It's those combination potions I would really focus in on. So if we go for prayer renewals, let's see if we can get that. Now also, as a little side thing as well, when you're doing this, you can also find decent margins for flips as well. So you could find a potion which is selling really high, but also has a very sort of low sort of bottom end, which you can then flip while you're doing your other tasks. So the prayer renewal now, I'm just going to go and check the 4 dose. Now I did mention a little bit earlier on as well, but the flasks are a big thing. Flasks can be a really good way to decant. From my personal experience, the ones which work the best are always brews and restores. Now this is one, we've found another one. So here, with this potion, let's go off this 16, let's say it's 16.5k. That's going to be 5.5k a dose. The bottom end of a prayer renewal is going to be 10k profit. So what I'll do is just simply show you guys again. Again, the 1k limit does hamper you a little bit, but we'll work around it. Because we're buying at the instant price, we'll get it very, very quick. We then just turn around, go to the decanter, decant these potions, and same thing as before, decant vials, 4 doses. We get the doses, we go to sell history, and we're going to go for the instant sell price because that's going to be all our profit, and hopefully it just sells a bit quicker. Now these might take a little bit of a while to sell, but as you can see now, we've already sold some. These prayer renewals are definitely quite high, so we'll see how quick these sell. The skills necklace finally went, and they always do. Things always sell when I leave them in a video. Now the final one I'm going to cover before we go and check Flasks is going to be prayer potions, because they're also used alongside the prayer renewals. And if we go and buy a 3-dose potion, again, prayer potions are very good because they're cheap. They're very cheap and they're constantly bought and sold. So we'll see what we can do. But that is over mid-price actually. So there can be another money-making method. Go and make some prayer potions and you can make some decent profit. And a 4-dose prayer potion is going to come in at a price of 5.9k. So if we look at the price we paid for the 3-dose, 3.9k, that kind of puts a dose of prayer potion at 1.3. It's a bit too close in my opinion, because you might have to buy for that 4.7. But again, always buy the lowest price possible for your potions. But I hope between all of these, I've shown you guys that there's potential. There's an easy way to make some money. You've seen how quick it's taken me to turn a 3-dose potion into a 4-dose potion. It's simply one click. You can sell these dramatically quick. Like when the antifires were working on Monday, I probably made 14 mil in literally 2 minutes. All I did was bought them on the Grand Exchange instantly, converted them to 4-dose, and because the 4-dose price is so much higher, they literally just sold straight away. Now, because I mentioned it, I thought we'll do it just to show you guys as well. Flasks can be very, very good, but there's a few things with flasks which can be a little bit of a problem. One is going to be actually getting the flask. They're a little bit down in the price in a minute, but you do need to get a decent supply of flasks before doing this. And flasks can be very, very volatile because there's a limited amount in the game and they can definitely go up and down. Now, one thing I've noticed straight off the bat is brews are up in price. We bought those for 6.6k each, so decent margin, but also that's quite high for a brew. So again, another money-making tip for you guys. Sorrow brews can be very, very decent. And then we also need to check price of a flask. Okay, so the 6-dose Sorrow brew flask is going to come in. It's a price of just under 26,000 coins, which might work. It might be a little bit too expensive, but we shall see. We'll see. So we're going to work off a price of 14.5k for the flask, and then the 2 doses of potion are going to be about 13.2. It's just going to be a bit too tight, but that might be because the Sorrow brew sort of price is a bit bloated at the minute. If you were to get them at that price of 5.8k for that, so that's 11.7. You're going to put that on top. It's still going to be a little bit tight doing that as well, but that is basically the emphasis of checking potion prices. If you're someone who does a lot of herb lore, sells a lot of potions, and is dialed in with potions as well, it can be an incredible way to make cash very, very quick. But we've already making profit on these super antifires. These prayer renewals, I'm sure, give it another 10 to 15 minutes, these will all be sold as well. It's just a way to show you guys you can make this very, very easy cash. But what I would do, if you're a bit nervous about the price and stuff, just try it with 100 potions at a time, then try 200, then try 250, but they will work. Sometimes potions won't sell instantly, sometimes they will, and it is the easiest cash you'll ever make. But sometimes you might have to sit on them, just wait for them to sell, but don't put all your GP into it. If you just use the 1000 limit and just played around with that, you can definitely make something. But my experience, anything which goes into an Elven combination potion does generally do better. But check out for margins. Not only are you going to find margins to flip stuff, you might actually find some potions which are going to be very, very highly profitable. And going through this, prayer potions were pretty decent, brews were up in price. The prayer renewals actually weren't bad either, they were over mid, and again the super antifires were also over mid, but we've done a video on that as well. However, I'm going to wrap this video up. I really hope this helps you guys out. I saw this method while doing making members, and I just thought it was too good not to show you guys. In terms of like it working, I suppose we've shown you that we've sold some. We've not greened all the offers, but they will green over time. Maybe I'll take a screenshot and just throw it in my community tab just to show you guys. But if you've seen the crafting videos, this is proof as well that they do sell. Everything sells which I put in these videos. Sometimes it might take an hour, sometimes it might take a day, but everything does sell for the price I put it for at the end of the video. But I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please make sure to comment in the comment section down below. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. We drop content like this on a daily basis, and especially for December, we've done 2 a day. So if you're looking for something to watch over the holiday period, go and check the channel out and go and have a brief look through all of the videos. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.